This is Mama's iron to iron clothes. Now you may think that you've seen an iron before, but you have not. This iron is a special iron. What's going to happen here is you're going to twist this red piece and you're going to open the iron, and inside you're going to put charcoal wood so that you have heat, so that you can iron your clothes.
But the charcoal wood need to put the fire.
Yeah, it has to be hot. Charcoal fire hot. Then you're going to close the lid, and then you're going to slide this piece so that it won't come undone, so all of the charcoal wood will stay inside and be hot. Then you can iron. Isn't that amazing? I've never seen one of these. I'm 67 years old and I've never seen one of these. And I'm sure whoever you are in America, you've never seen an iron like this. These are coffee beans that Papa grows here in the Philippines on his farm. Papa grows rice and sugarcane, and there's a lot of stuff he grows. These are coffee beans, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to grind up coffee beans to make coffee. First, we've got to clean out this rock. But Papa's going to clean it out and get ready to grind the coffee beans. Okay, Papa's going to grind up these coffee beans. And what is that you got there, Papa?
That is a steel.
Steel piece, and he's going to grind up these coffee beans. Okay, I'm not going to show you the whole thing, how long it takes, but I'm wanted to show you how he was going to grind these up. When he gets done, I'll show you what he has. Papa's still working on it, but you can see it is getting finer and finer as he goes. And after this, we're going to do a video on making coffee, because what's the use of grinding this all up if we can't have some coffee? And this is good Philippine coffee. Okay, Papa is about got this ground up, I guess. He has been pounding at this. Okay, Papa is getting a spoon and scraping that around so that he can finish doing this. Papa's been doing this way all of his life. And Papa's years old. Continue to scrape it around, and you can see that is really turned into fine powder. Now, I think this is probably a lot more powder than we would do in America, because when I used to take my little coffee grinder and put in the coffee beans, I know that it was not as fine as this. But I can tell you, I've had Papa's coffee already, and I know how great his coffee is. I think Papa's going to wear this stuff out before we get it to be coffee. This is what's left in the hole. Papa scooped all of it out with a spoon. Okay, now Papa's put the coffee into a jar, and we're gonna go make some coffee. In order to do some coffee, we need to heat up some water. So we're not going to turn on the electricity. We're going to make a fire. He's put on the kettle so we can have some hot water to make our coffee. First, we're going to get everything together so we can make the coffee. Whoa! You see how you do that? Clean it out. Throw it out onto the ground. Now, this water is being hauled up this mountainside 5 gallons at a time. So there's no running water here. So when you waste water, you have to go get more. You just can't turn on the faucet. So now we're gonna get ready and see about making the coffee. And you have to be an expert to do that because you have to have made coffee before. So we got our coffee beans down in this cup. I'm waiting to see how this all turns out myself, guys. Trying to make this hot water happen. He's using a variety of wood here. Bamboos, part of the trees, part of the leaves, part of a little bit of everything. Coconut leaves. What else we got, Papa? Papa's pouring this water into the grounds that were in the cup. So we're making the original coffee in the Philippines, and like I say, the grounds were in the cup. He's pouring the hot water in. So he's pouring that into a long strainer here down into the cup, the big cup. So this is really interesting, guys. I'll tell you, I don't know about you, but he is pouring the coffee that was grounds and the water into that bag, I guess you would call it, and then that is draining into the cup without having the grounds in the cup. So interesting. And Papa says
Ready to drink.
Ready to drink. Okay, so he's going to pour me some coffee. And there you have it, folks. Philippine coffee, the original. Oh, yes. Good caffeine. Thank you, Papa. So you good? Yes? Oh.
Papa ni mo yan.
Okay, hello.
Okay.
You be careful.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. What's your name? What's your name? My name's Ted. What's your name? It's got to be that funny, I know. Okay. Okay. I'll see you later. The little ones, I'm getting some books and we're going to sit down and read to the little ones, okay? We're going to teach them to read English and all the little stories, all those Little Bo Peep and Little Red Riding Hood.
Your car?
Car?
Riding your car?
No. I got to see what they're doing to this road. These guys crazy with this road. So, but I'll talk to you later. Okay. Anybody home? Hey!
Hi, Uncle!
Hi, how are you? I'm on the road. I'm going into Cantalone with Bhem. I'm going to wait for a ride, but I wanted to. Everybody's asking me to shoot video of the kids.
Sure!
So I'm shooting video of children, and I'm going to put it together, and we're going to read books. We're going to start reading books in English. Yay! I agree. It's going to be fun, huh? You're so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Sure!
We're going to read. We're going to learn to read. Are you shy?
Yes.
He's too shy. Okay. Well, he'll get better. He's young yet.
Hindi siya. Wala siya.
Okay, I'm doing some little children today. And of course, we start working early. She's working with a stick broom, cleaning up. So, this is pretty typical. You'll see the little ones out doing all kinds of work. So, we'll go on and see what else we got. Hi, bye. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. I got one running. I don't know if he's gonna get away from me. Hey! I've cut. Hey, we're throwing shoes? Okay. Hello. How are you? Everybody laugh? Okay. Say, I hear somebody coaching. Somebody saying, say hello. Say hello. Say hello, Teddy. Okay. Oh yes, they run. They're all shy. They're all shy. Maybe I can get them to stop running long enough. Oh look, we got more. We got more children. Yes, there's a lot of children here. You can't see anything. You'll see it later, huh? Okay. So we got some beautiful children here in Palaming. And I'm just kind of walking around. I see somebody standing with... she moved away. As soon as I went out the video, she moved away. So... Okay. Hello. We're going to learn to speak English really well soon. I'm going to get some books and we're going to sit down and read. You're going to learn how to read. Huh? Okay. So this is our main street in Palaming. Actually, it's our only street in Palaming. So it is concrete. So it's good for about 100 yards or 100 meters or something about like that. So we're okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you all later. Okay?
Say hi, oh. Smile.
Say hi-oh.
Bye.
How about bye-oh?
Sige na.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We'll see you later.
See you later. Ay, brum daw. My God, brum. Dapat.
Hi. How are you? Kumusta? Ayo. Hello. The little ones of Palaming. Yes. You feeding baboy? They're feeding the baboy. So they're... Yeah. Later.
Rian, look at Rian.
Hey.
Rian.
How old is Rayan? Hi, sweetheart. 8 months. You're not far from the reading category. Okay. We're going to get you and let you read too, okay? Okay. I'm different, huh? Uh-huh. Okay. Hi, how are you? Curly. Curly hair. So, it's hard to video when everybody's hiding. We got, huh? Some are not afraid. Some are too shy. Okay? Okay. Let's move on.
Kangita yung mga bata. Kangita yung mga bata. Among gitsuhon kay may libro man ipadala. La may kabalog pila ya kabuk bata dire. Okay.
Okay. Hey.
Lago naman dahil yung kamanghuran siyo. Dapat oh. Mau ba yun eh? Tulo na di ay.
Ikaw ba?
Tulo na di siya kabukti. Ay, ang usad ako nito.
Ako mama.
Oh. Haka ni.
Good afternoon, brother. How are you, Nonoy?
Fine. Ocho.
Great.
Where are you going?
Right here?
Yeah. Come in.
Nanguha mi galang kuan sa mga bata ng video kay ay magpadala maglibro.
Kinipin mo?
Ko na dalaga na dali dai.
Come. This is my daughter.
Okay.
His name Francis me. We please Tito.
Now
Please.
listen.
Please. Daddy.
Beautiful girl.
Oh.
Okay.
Mommy, Bimbin. This is my only one daughter.
Well, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Not so?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guwapa may. Ni.
We're going to start reading books. The people in America are sending books for us to read
What
to the
purpose
children.
matter did?
To read to the children, to
that's
let
good
them
idea.
learn how to speak English.
Good idea.
And anybody who wants to come and learn to read and speak, they can do that too.
My
Oh yeah, you see we've got English letters. So English is a very big language here, and we're going to use something just like that to teach the kids. So we got the kids all standing around here at Brother Noy's house, and we are going to have some good stuff going on because my wife and Noy are cousins, and they are going to work together on a project.
She's my niece.
Yes, you're my wife's niece.
Niece?
Siya.
Wala pa na yung mga himol, day.
Magira.
Kaya naghimos ko na lang. Nalata ko kung
Namang hatagman mi og ko anang libro baya maabot.
ay kilame.
Wala man mi kabalog pila ni kabuk sila nang sorry na lang niya individual do para makualog pila sila.
Asa sabon ko sila.
Okay ra nga lang.
Kids are all so shy. You have to go round them up, but when you round them up, then they want to go hide again. So it's
Madayo ko malay eh.
yeah.
Dili ako
So we're just videoing some of the kids that we can find that are gonna end up letting us see them. So oh,
Sticky rice.
hi. Well, you're gonna have a place to sell it down on the highway.
Anywhere.
Highway.
She's selling anywhere, honey. That's good. House to house. Just there. Not included highway. It's the file.
Say hello. Hi.
Pero kinahanglan daw mo.
Guapa. Guapa. Such a guapa young lady, huh?
Hey, Jimmy.
So we're still out filming. We got one more, and maybe we'll go on home. Well, we're going back home. You can see this trail we're walking. We've been pretty much across Palaming. So how about looking at these beautiful flowers? So at least we have a beautiful flowers and beautiful scenery to look at as we're going. And I see something over here. These are peppers. Yeah, that's a pepper. This is full of peppers right here. But we've just finished the videoing of the children in Palaming. environment here at Mama and Papa's, if you haven't seen this environment before. It's beautiful here. My wife planted most of these flowers. There, honey, she says. Where, honey? My baby Jenny and my wife Bhem. Happy New Year. Somebody said, it seems like you go out of your way to not video your wife. So for whoever that person was, this is my wife, Bhem. And I never go out of my way to stop taking video of my wife. If you look at my videos, you'll find probably 50% of my videos my wife is in. Hey, my Jenny. Mama said you were waiting for the video, and I came here, and what? You turn your head. Oh, the other way. Oh, what's that little voice? What's that little voice? We're going to the meat shop. I like the fan, but the fan isn't turning right now. But when the fan's turning, it keeps the flies off of everything. Okay? Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh, okay, he turned it on for us. There we go. But when that's turning, the flies go away. You can see them scattering. And then we have a meat freezer. And we're walking over there. Well, she opened up the freezer and put some out onto the table so we could shoot some of the meat here. This is all fresh meat. I don't know where they get it, but it's all fresh. Okay. They opened up the freezer for me so I could show you what they got in the freezer. We got some pig's feet. We got some steak. We got some pork. We got hot dogs. We got a little bit of everything. This is what we do when we go out shopping. We go downtown and do our shopping downtown instead of going to the supermarket where they charge you too much. Well, we're at another meat store. This is a combination meat store, vegetable store. And they have their meat hanging here, ready for you to inspect and ready for you to buy. This is a very typical situation in meat stores. This is another one of the meat shops. This is where we buy our meat. We come here and buy our meat and a lot of other things. Right now we're here to buy some butter. And this is chicken. Whole chickens. We get the whole chickens here. And this is a list of the meats that they have in that freezer. And we buy a lot of meat here. It's all frozen. This will be the last of the meat stores. This is one of the meat stores downtown in Sagai. They're selling all types of meat here. As you can see on the table, we have all types of meat. We have some pig's feet. We have hot dogs. We have chicken. We have everything here, and we have a fan that's keeping all the flies off of the meat. We have some ribs up here on the top. We have a scale here so we can weigh everything. Everything here is sold by kilo. Hot dogs. All the hot dogs have skin on them. It's kind of an interesting thing. They put them in a little tube. Chicken, pig's feet. This is where they'll chop up the meat for you if you'd like to have it chopped up before you eat. Most women do laundry by hand. Of course, I bought my wife her first washing machine. This is a Panasonic 5.8 kilos, so it's around roughly 12 pounds. One thing you'll notice here is that there's no agitator in it like there is in America. This is a jet stream, and it pushes water through the clothes, and then it stops and turns the other direction. It does this on both the wash cycle and the rinse cycle. Right now we're doing downy. And of course you have the manual. Can you see that? It says drain. So when you want to drain the water out of here, you have to drain the water by turning the knob. It's not automatic like it is in America. This is to put the water in the washing machine. Can you imagine? We just don't have it hooked up that way. We use our hose to put the water in the tub instead. later we'll do it permanent. So now that the wash is done and the downy is rinsed out, we'll reach up here, we'll turn the knob, and then the water flows out. This is our drainage system. Now, one of the important things is before you go on and load up your laundry and you want to end up putting in your water, you need to turn this back to where it says wash and rinse. Okay. I wanted you to be able to see this jet spray that I was talking about. Those little jets in the bottom there. Twist the clothes around and force it to hold on to the bottom of it and just twist and turn each way a different direction. And when it's finished, you take them out and hang them on the line. In the Philippines, we are truly blessed in our house to have running water. A lot of places there is not running water, so you can't fill this tub without actually filling it up, a 5-gallon bucket, and bringing it from wherever the source is, pour it in, and then start your wash after you've done 5 containers of 5 gallons. One important thing that I didn't say was that this machine costs 3,750 pesos. That's a little under $100. That's big money in the Philippines. There aren't very many people who can afford to buy washing machines. I'd say 50% of the people here wouldn't have the money to buy this. We have the duck parade. The duck parade. You see the young man, and then there's another young man. He's got another parade of ducks. And they're just going down this highway just like they own it. So cool. Only in the Philippines. What a great picture. A herd of ducks, a flock of ducks, a parade of ducks. Whatever you want to say. Follow the leader. So cool. It is so cool. Look at all the ducks. Quack, 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 quack. Can you believe that? And there was a truck that went by and all the ducks stopped and moved over to the side of the road. And we're standing here, so they're going narrow now, so that it is so cool. I am telling you. Unbelievable. And the duck master. The duck master. Shepherd. Duck shepherd. Okay. We'll call him a duck shepherd, and the parade goes on. This is the red dye wax that they put on the floor here. So Bhem's going to be putting some red dye floor wax on, and then she'll polish it after she puts it on. This is all done by hand. There's no way to put it on actually by machine. Yeah, so she's getting ready to put some on. She's going to use a sock to put it on, and then she's got a glove on underneath. Okay. Okay, she's going to... Yeah. So she's going to do the whole floor like this in the whole house. So you have to squat down, of course, on your hands and knees to do this. So Actually, it doesn't take her very long to do this. You would think that it takes a long time to do it, but it really doesn't take her a long time to do the house. She can probably do the whole house in probably a half hour. But they're used to doing this. It's not like yes. So I'm only going to do a little bit here so you can see what she's doing. But this red wax, dye wax, keeps the floor, which is painted red, red. So it's pretty interesting, but a lot of hard work to clean the floor. So you just put your foot on it, and then you run it across the floor. Go ahead and show them, baby. So this is the way you shine the floors. This red floor wax is put down by hand, and then you come along, and then every day you come along and buff it like this. Pretty interesting, huh? This will keep you in shape. This is a Filipino broom here. As you can see, it has long bristles and it's very flexible. And you can get in underneath the furniture for a foot or more. So it's really, really valuable when you're cleaning a floor. Most of the floors here are this red dyed floor, cement, or tile. So you always are cleaning the floor here. A vacuum cleaner to clean up here is about 7,000 pesos or a little bit more. That's like maybe about $200 or more. So most people don't have any vacuums. They do the floors by brooms, and then they do the waxing and then polish. You can see how this is a little bit better picture, I guess, but you can see how you can reach underneath the furniture. But this broom is so useful. You can see how she's going up underneath the couch or underneath anything, and these bristles hold on to the dust. So it's really a very valuable piece. It's not like our brooms in the United States. This is a stick broom. This is a very valuable piece. You can use this in your garden. You can use this to pick up your trash in here. You can use it to sweep water. We're outside right now, so we use stick brooms mainly outside. So Mama's doing stick broom outside. See, she's got herself a big dustpan. Pretty good. Dustpan here with a stick on it so that you can stand up and do your stick broom. A lot of people have asked me if we celebrate Christmas in the Philippines. Yes, we do, and we're going to show you what we got. Celebration with fireworks. We have a manger scene right here. This is one of the other Christmas trees made out of palm. Get a close-up better here. A lot of traffic out here on the road, so it's going to be noisy. But you can see it's made out of palm trees. And the coconuts on the bottom. Go back home and put this together.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Lala's coming with Bhem and Yvonne and Chenny on the motorcycle. You can see how rough this is right through here. So he has to go real slow. Yeah, there they are. they're going to get off, see, because it's so rocky right through there. They'll just walk up. Okay, here they come. Yeah, like I say, they're walking in. You see how rocky that is through there. It hasn't rained here. It's not the rainy season, so we're going to go on. Lut's here with the motor, and we're going to go on, and we're going to go on up here, and we'll be in Palaming. I've been trying to explain this to my friends, and it's hard to explain because you just can't explain this.
inside.
So what they're doing is they'll wash clothes here, and that tank is full of water that is collecting from the mountain. So they'll wash clothes, they'll take a bath here. All the little ones are here taking a bath. So, and washing clothes. And like I say, this big tank here has water running out of it all the time. You see that water running out? So, anybody who's heard me describe this, now you can see what it is. So this is Glenda's little store, and they're going to get some ice water because they're hot. And of course, Jenny's hot too. She's sitting up on the rail waiting for them to get something to drink for her. So they've got a lot of nice flowers right here. This is right at the beginning of Palaming. So this is Glenda's house right at the beginning of Palaming. We're on the road. We're going over to the farm. That will be $35,000 a year per hectare. 1 hectare, $35,000. Okay, Papa says 1 hectare is 100 meters square. Okay, 1 hectare. These trees and this lot over here is the boundary. These trees are the boundary for Papa's farm. So we're going on down the road and going on into Papa's farm. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the pathway to Papa's. Okay? We just came through, and you can see now we got a little trail here. Okay. This is Papa's lemon tree. This is Papa's little place on the farm. So Papa has this place where he comes over and works the farm. And the other place that we are used to seeing on my videos is the actual house where Mama and Papa have their normal residence, but Papa's over here most of the time. You can see that hanging there. Jackfruit. This is Tambis. It's Tambis. Sometimes I don't say things exactly right, but this is the pink ones. We have green ones growing over at our house, but this is the pink ones. And you can see this tree is really full. You can see they're growing many to the pod. And we're growing peppers out here. This is a piece of Papa's farm here. You can see he has rows of stuff. There's banana trees here. And we're gonna go on, walk up. Papa's already ahead of me. Yes, this is a chicken laying in here, and this is a kind of like a little overhead piece made out of bamboo and a little bit of trees and wood. Virus is out here. Virus stays with Papa most of the time. This is more of Papa's growing of peppers, and of course, I should have said native coffee. Let's see. How about we see if we can get these beans? So, he has coffee growing here. Guess I can get fairly close so you can see that. So the coffee beans are growing. Papaya. And as you come on down, you see there's some more coffee there. A lot of coffee beans here. I know you recognize bananas. buddy Jack is interested in these peppers. Papa says cacao, chocolate. Native pineapple. I talk all the time about this. Yeah, he just pulled one off a pineapple for me to take to San Carlos when we go back home. But you can see, you can grow a lot of things in the area. This is something that we need to show because we're going to come up here and we're going to build a house out of this. It's bamboo. Bamboo regrows sometimes 3 feet a day. And we have some chickens. We have a little homemade chicken made out of bamboo. And the chicks are out doing their daily trip. Mama's there with them, making sure everything's okay. Okay, now Jack is interested in these hot peppers. So, you see, Jack, there's lots of different kinds of peppers, and there's lots of peppers on a bush. Here's another one. Another one. Yeah, there's a lot of coffee growing. Papa's starting to grow a little bit more coffee. I've been talking to him about growing coffee, more coffee. Yeah, he's growing a little orange tree here. Okay.
And then lemongrass.
Lemongrass. More peppers. Hot peppers, chili peppers. Okay, you want to... Cilaguelas. Anybody knows what that is? You see, we're looking at a pretty good sized tree. Yeah. Papa's over there looking at another pineapple. It's down. Big pineapple here. Now, I can tell you that there's a difference in pineapples. The native pineapple here has a saltier taste. The pineapple like we're seeing there, that's a different type of pineapple, the kind of pineapple that you get out of Hawaii, and that is much sweeter and it has hardly any salt. Trying to get the truck up here, but guess what? It ain't gonna happen. The truck's down there. We'll walk down to the truck. This is the truck that we brought up here. It's pretty full, as you can see. And they're going to walk all this up by hand, every piece of it, to where we're going to be. Walk all of this in. The truck is down here. Papa's walking the washing machine up. Now you gotta realize this is probably, I don't even. Well, we spent our first night in our new house. You can see that we've got some curtains up. We've got the front painted. Well, this is what's being built on the front of the house. This is one of the steps of what's going on. So I'll show you what's happening inside. This is, like I say, Bhem's project, and this will be nice. Of course, She's not building, but we have a builder that's building this for her. This is going to be a shelf right by where the table sits. Our table usually sits right in here. And this is going to be a shelf out here, and it will be bamboo. And you can see we've got the start of the bamboo rail here. There's a piece of bamboo underneath that piece. So then on the outside of that is going to be a screen, a green screen. And then I guess what's going to happen on the top, I guess she's going to put a piece of tin for the roof, or a couple or three or something. I know she's been talking about keeping the water out. So this is day one of this build, and we'll put this video together and we'll see how it works. When you're a builder, you climb. You don't have a lot of ladders here, so you climb up and you sit on what you're working on, and you just keep on. So we've got the So he's gonna slide over, go work on another part. We're working on this counter. Nice piece, big bamboo. And the work goes on for the bamboo. Lloyd's working on some bamboo. Lloyd is working on bamboo splitting. He's going to be cutting for part of the roof. So, we swing up, you need to be an acrobat. Well, it's break time, it's lunch time, and he's got the tin roof up, and things are progressing rather well. He's a very good builder. I need to show you a couple of interesting things. This is really a good job. I see how perfectly he's done that, putting the bamboo in the slot that he made for it. Very nice. You can see how nicely that's done. I mean, that's really just about perfect. Very, very nice. All this, every joint. So it's lunchtime on day 2, and you can see we've got the tin roof on, and the shelf is sticking out now. So there'll be a lot more going on this afternoon. So I'm doing this, as my wife says, one step at a time. Well, we've got the dog barking and the turkey barking, and today is the end of day 2, and we have the screen up on here, so that's very nice. That'll keep bugs from going in there, and gives us a little extra side for the rain to drop out too. So Bhem has Zoe up on her new counter, so we're going to take a look, and I think this counter's turning out real good, and the screen looks very nice. We're not done yet, but this is, like I say, the end of day 2, so I think it's coming along good. Very good. Well, okay, we're at the end of day 3, and they got the top filled in there. They got some plain sheet up there, which is just plain tin, and they're going to paint that white, And we're going to end up with this being finished, I guess, by the end of the week, and then I'll be able to post the video. So the screen's all up, everything looks good, so we're in business. Okay, this is the end of the building. This is day 4. Actually, it's about 2 o'clock, so we finished a little early today. So what you'll notice here that's different is the upper part of the peak of the roof that was filled in with plywood, and then there's a plain sheet there, and it's meeting up with the roof to try to keep the water out if it blows hard. And then there was a piece that's on the side that wasn't finished on the side of the casino, on the other side of where the screen, the green screen is. So, and then we have one more surprise of something that was changed. So this is one of the changes. This was originally bamboo, and my wife said that she wanted it to be more solid, that she didn't want any accidents happening here, so she put some regular wood here. So now we have wood steps instead of bamboo steps.
Dali. Dali, dali, padoon. Oh, padoon. O, dira lang, tutob. Picture kayo, lihok. Wow, guwapo si Zoe. Tanaw, dong. Dong, Zoe. Tanaw. Inahay, Daddy Ted. Na Daddy. Tawag si Daddy na Daddy Ted. Hi Daddy, I love you. Bayo. How are you, Daddy? Kalito. Wow. So is it then na di ay? Oh, si Daddy Ted. Tuwa sa Amerika? Oh, luya Daddy. Oh, natuwa sa Amerika na natulog. Tulog, Daddy? Nahulog? Nahulog sa airplane? Nahulog si Daddy sa airplane? Wala, oy, taka. Tuwa na si Daddy dito, si Daddy Ted dito. Ningkuha na si Daddy. Nag-ubra, nag-work si Daddy Ted. Oh, nag-ubra. Oh, nag-ubra si Daddy Ted. Kadali lang. Kanta na lagi ka gugak-gugak dong. Si Mama niyo, bidyoan natin si Mama ni nga nanilihig. Na Mama ni, tawag ka Mama ni. Lang na Mama ni. Mama ni ay nanilihig. Wala mang kumangki. Mama ni, natawag ang Mama ni. Nanilihig si Mama ni. Hey boy, boy na Chino. Say hi Daddy baby. Hi, Daddy. Nose ni Gino. Oh, beautiful eyes ni Nono. Hi, Daddy. Igwapo sa kong Nono. Sleepy akong Nono. Where's your belly, baby boy? Belly, sabi. Show the belly. Ang belly, ang belly, ang belly. Ang belly, baby, ang belly. Ang belly, baby, ang belly. Ang belly, ang belly. Ah, such a beautiful belly. Oh, Chino. Chino na na, Chino na. Hey, boy. Chino, baby. Chino, Chino na na. Oh, my boy, sleepy. You love it. Love you, baby.
Uy! Dirty na! Oh, pinili! Ano naman? Damak ka, ha? Tao? Mga katao.
Zoe. Dala lang ka, mahulog ka. Hulog ka dong. Nice lagi ma ang kuan mo no, ang view sa itong balay mo no, na may kagbulak ma.